Hey there, YouTubes. I was bored tonight about an hour ago and kind of wrote down some ramblings that I had. I went off of one topic, so here it goes. It's titled The Most Important Thing. The most important thing in my mind is the realization that emotions are not a principle upon what all actions are to be justified upon. The realization that emotions are only a good starting point. That just because this may be one of emotion's goals doesn't necessarily mean that actions based on an emotional or instinctive feeling are justified or right. I mean justified based upon what is advantageous for the survival or well-being of our species. A great example will be cannibalism. Most people that you would ask about cannibalism, and whether or not it's right, they would respond that it's wrong. But you ask these people, what is the reasoning for cannibalism being wrong? I mean, what other reason is there than personal disgust? I challenge you to find a reason other than emotion or instinct that people have for saying that cannibalism is wrong. I think this realization of motive, of personal reasoning for a position on an argument, is one of the most important realizations that anyone can make in regards to solving social problems. Another great example of this emotion and rational thought combat, I guess, is religion, or more accurately, the conscious belief in a religion, in something supernatural. Many people are not swayed by evidence or lack thereof when in regards to religious ideas and philosophies, many other things in general as well. When one is confronted with the fact that no empirical evidence exists for a deity or a god or anything supernatural, most people will discount this in some way and insist they know that this God is true, that whatever they believe, they know it. It is not a question, it is not any of that, they know it. But do you truly know? Or is this firm stance simply an appeal to one's needed comfort about absolutes? That the mind has a hard time letting go of absolutes and cannot face a world in which there is not a natural explanation for everything, where there are unknowns, and big unknowns. Such as morals. A world where morals are not based on absolutes, but rather at every situation. I could see that making many people uncomfortable. I could see many people being uncomfortable with the fact that we don't yet quite know exactly how the universe began. I could see it would make people quite uncomfortable with the fact that we don't quite yet know how life began in general. I think this realization of motive is very important. Like I stated earlier, from what I've experienced, it seems that the realization of the motives for positions we take, for ideas we believe in, is the single most important realization anyone can apply to their life regarding solving social problems. In my opinion, true improvement in society comes only through applying this thought process. In my mind, it's the key to problems such as widespread hunger, it's the key to peace on earth, etc. It's the key to where people can get along, they can cope with one another, even though we might have different values and such. I mean, could you imagine if there was no emotional bias just in politics? That, someone wouldn't instantly take one side just because they like it, and would actually investigate that claim, on each side. So they would investigate the evidence and support which one has more evidence. Imagine how much more could get done in regards to society. To me, I think that would be the biggest positive change to society. But, I don't know, I was pretty buzzed when I was making this, so let me know what you think. You agree or disagree, and why? See you later, YouTube.